Sorry, we were having trouble with audio there. I think you've been following along as the Pens Elite 09s and 2010 PA Brick Team come to you live from the UPMC Lemieux Sports Complex. I think we have the audio issues figured out here. The Pens Elite 09s in black. They have a 1-0 lead, a goal from Snyder, assisted by Pearsall. In comes Polosic. He sends one off the pad of Pastor. Dumped back in by Edwards, gathered in by Johnson. Johnson looks, fires cross ice for Real. Knocked off his stick, picked up by Asargo. You'll hear that name a lot. There's a pair of them. To his brother. A hand pass, no call. As out comes Schulberger. And we get us a goal here. I didn't get a chance to see it. See if we can catch it on the replay here. Sent up to Spang. Spang dangles, goes to the backhand and gets the Shelfsky. As the line is Spang, Evans, and Schulberger ties the game at 1 for PA Brick. Evans wearing number 4 today. Schulberger with the puck pressure forces it into the PA, or into the 09 end. The 09 Pens, it's Edwards with the puck. He loses it there. Spang in support. Now Evans. Evans with the pressure. The 09 Elite able to work it out the center. It's one of the Sargos. I believe that is Anthony behind the net. Centering pass. Skips over the stick of Radicke and pops free to Starr. Starr looks up looking for Evans. It bounces off of his stick. He'll give chase, pressuring the defenseman. He forces the turnover, sends it cross ice, but it's picked off there by Sargo. Evans with the pressure. Sargo able to work it to the other Sargo. He's up the wing. He'll dangle and fire one wide of the net. It'll be Kubistek getting there for the 09s. Ofteride gathers it for the Brick Team. Plays it to his partner, McCormick. McCormick's off the skate of Cesario. He's able to get it the second time. Work it to Lynn. Lynn finds Christini. Christini winds up through center, cuts to the middle. He's got Lynn backside. Passes in the skates, however. Lynn will gather it in the corner. Work it to Christini. Back to Lynn. Looking for Christini again. Cut off by Asargo. Sent back up through center. Off the stick of Polosic. Gathered in by McCormick to Ofteride. Ofteride to Cesario. Brick Team sends one all the way down, and it'll be an icing. It'll give the Brick Team a chance to change. Hey, bud. It's a 1-1 game here between the 2009 Pens Elite and the 2010 PA Brick Squad. It's played up for Filiaggi. He's hounded from behind nicely by Polosic. Works it over to Ritson. Ritson with a heavy shot into the chest. It's stopped and held there. So to reset the game, since audio wasn't working earlier, we're coming to you live from the UPMC Lemieux Sports Complex, Cranberry Township, Pennsylvania. Where the 2009 Pens Elite, the, I believe, third-ranked team in the country last season, is taking on the 2010 PA Brick Team. It's Kohler driving the outside on Johnson. Johnson able to dislodge the puck. It's gathered in by Asargo. He loses control to Johnson. It's off a stick looking for Ritson. As the 09s dump it back into the brick zone. Johnson looks with it there, wraps it around, finds Real. Real pressured by Radicke, gets it to Ritson. Ritson cut off by Edwards, and in comes the 09 Pens Elite. A shot from the outside by Sargo. Stopped and held by Pastor. Face off for Spang. Spang to Wu. Wu up the boards looking for Evans. He has him. He's got Schulberger. He sends it across ice. It's off the stick of Edwards. Starzy. Off the stick of Edwards, on net. Covered by the Pens goaltender. Offensive zone draw for Spang, Schulberger, and Evans. That puck able to be cleared to Pelosic. He's looking for Sargo. It's cut off by Starr. Sent right back towards the brick zone. Sargo had it knocked off of his stick by Wu. Gathered in by Schulberger. Schulberger drives the left-hand side. He'll dump it in deep. Evans in after it. His pressure forces it over to Spang. Spang gets to the puck. Looks. Dangles in a corner. Wraps it around for Evans. He'll possess. Leaves it for Schulberger. Now Evans again. Evans comes out of it. Has a man at the point. It's Wu. Wu will crank one up and fire just wide of the cage. He's got a howitzer from back there. Evans with some pressure. Able to force the turnover. Now it's Starr. Starr's shot. Stopped by the goaltender. Kicked back out to Snyder. He'll wind it up at center. Snap it off to Sargo. Sargo and Snyder into the zone. Sargo will dump it in. Get it changed. Christini back to get it for Brick. He's got it with some speed. He's angled nicely by Lisnerski. And he'll take it back for the 09s, finding Sargo in front. Matty Lynn there to break the play up, and back come Team PA. Team PA up to Christini. It's off his backhand and gathered in by Radicke. He'll play it back to Kubistek. Kubistek will look for Lisnerski. That pass is picked off by Lynn. He's into the offensive zone. He dangles one. Carries it wide. Protects the puck. Radicke there. He chips it. Christini follows on. It'll be kicked free to Sargo. He'll find Lisnerski and fired from the outside, stopped and held by Pastor. A 1-1 game between the PA Brick 2010s and the 2009 Pens Elite. Here from the Lemieux Center, Cranberry Township, Pennsylvania, just north of the city of Pittsburgh, home of the Pens Elite and temporary home of the PA Brick team. Face-off goes right in on net. Pastor unable to get it covered. McCormick able to clear it. A dangerous play there. Puck kept out. Snyder finds Sargo backside. What a dish from Snyder to Sargo. And he's stopped by Pastor. Sargo works it into the corner. McCormick there. Sargo will come away with it. Centering pass for Snyder. He's got one already. That shot stopped by Pastor. Gathered in by Reel. He sends it cross ice. Ritson's up ice. He's able to gather it in. He's got Filiaggi with him. His centering pass cut off by Edwards and brought back out the center. Pressured there by Spang. Now Filiaggi. Filiaggi winds into the offensive zone. Sends it over to Spang. Spang will look for Villela. Filiaggi needs a change. He's the only one left on his line. He'll get that. As it pops out the center, it'll come to Evans. He banks it off the boards for Schulberger. Schulberger tries to send it deep. That's cut off there by Kohler. Kohler drives to the right side and dumps it in for Team PA, or for the 09 Pens Elite. Villela picks it up for PA. He finds Johnson. Johnson looks for Evans. It's just past his stick. Right to Mowry. Mowry's shot stopped by Pastor. Johnson clears it around behind for Schulberger. Schulberger looks cross ice for Evans. It pops off the stick of the defender. Evans will pick it up, cut to the middle. He weaves back to the outside, fires one low and hard, and it's stopped and held. Can't tell which Pens goalie's in net over there. Spang on the draw to Evans. Evans looks back, finds Starr. Starr's low and hard off for looking for the redirect by Schulberger. Great play there. This one held by Wu. He'll send one on net. Spang will give chase. Evans in support. Evans able to keep it in the zone in the corner. Sargo up the right side, looking across for Pelosic, and it's off of his stick. PA gets lucky there. The 09's making some beauty passes here. It'll be Spang gathering it in. He loses control to Wu. Now Schulberger turns off the corner. Up to the point. Fired in there. Rebound. Stopped by Pastor. Pressure by Starr. Starr comes around the outside. He'll find Schulberger. Schulberger looks up. He's got Evans, but reading it nicely. Kubistek able to cut the play off and send it back into the brick zone. Sargo gets there. His shot comes off the goaltender and trickles in. That's Anthony Sargo from a tough angle. 2-1, 09 Pens the lead. It'll be Snyder driving the brick zone. Cut off by Christini, gathered by McCormick. Played in behind it. Snyder out to the point man, Monco. Monco's shot kept out by Pastor and cleared by Ofterheide. Sent back across. Pressure from Cesario. McCormick will follow on. Dumped into the corner. It'll be Cesario coming up the right-hand side. He's pressured from behind by Snyder. And that pressure, he's able to get the shot through. Rebound pops free. And it's cleared by the Pens Elite. McCormick plays it up for Christini. He winds it up through center. He's got a bit of a gap. Comes around one, cuts inside of Monco, and he'll roof one for a snipe. Bo Christini. Donnie Dangles able to pick it up at center, weave around the defender, cut inside of Monco, and just straight nasty roof one to tie the game at 2. Real Filiaggi and Ritson on the ice. Snyder wins the draw. It's Anthony Sargo, one of the goal scorers for the 09s. Off the pads of Pastor. Rebound pops free, gathered back in. He'll shoot another tough angle shot. That rebound sits out front. Finally cleared by Real. Real fires up the outside. He's hounded from behind by Edwards. He peels up on the wall. Looks, tries to go cross ice to the defenseman Noble Johnson, and it pops out the center. He finds Villela, but Villela immediately pressured by Sargo. He falls down on the play. Villela able to get the puck and wrap it around. Gathered by Snyder. He'll retreat to center with the Real pressure. Now it's the 09 team regrouping and finding Snyder on the right. He cuts to the middle. He looks to backside for Sargo. Pastor equal to the one-time attempt from Sargo, and with 3:33 to play in period number 1, it's a 2-2 game between your PA Brick and the 09 Pens Elite. Face-off won by the Pens Elite, fired on net by Pelosic. Evans challenges the point. Shot from Kubistek to flex wide. Gathered in by Wu. Wu will skate it. He's got room up the left. He carries. Looks to the middle. Fires one. Stopped. Rebound. Evans digging at it. It's still loose. Whistle blows. And we'll have a face-off. Spang to take the draw, wins it to Evans. Evans loses possession, but right back to Spang. He looks for Schulberger, pops through, and gathered in by the Pens Elite. Radicke out the center. Radicke in over the blue line. He's got Pelosic. He looks for him, can't connect. It'll be Evans coming away with it. Evans with speed up the left. He'll carry it around Kubistek, drives the middle. Cuts inside, loses control, but gets it in behind the net. Looks to center to Spang. That's cut off by Alex Sargo. Cross ice pass by Pelosic. Comes off of a Brick player. Cleared back up to center and gathered by Spang. He'll look for McCormick. McCormick will find Lynn through center. Lynn carries. He's got Cesario going to the net. Chipped in front of the 09 net, gathered in by Lisnerski. He finds Pearsall. Pearsall up through center, 3-on-1, finds Sargo, back to Pearsall, looking for Lisnerski, and it's off his stick right to Cristini. Cristini up the right, tries to cut to the middle, stopped there by Kohler, but the skate of Cesario keeps it in the zone. Gathered in, sent up to Anthony Sargo. It's off his stick, gathered in by Noble Johnson. Johnson turns it, Sargo there to pick it right back off. He'll fire one from outside, stopped by Pastor, gathered in by Villela. Villela to Cesario. He's around one. Cuts to the middle, dangles just off of his twig. Bodied there by Kohler. Cristini pressures, but it'll be Snyder coming away with the puck. He finds Pelosic. Beautiful defensive play by Villela to break up a 3-on-2. Cristini on the back check, able to gather the puck in. He floats one up, knocked down by Snyder, but it'll be with a high stick. A 2-2 tie. Goals from the Pens Elite by Snyder and Anthony Sargo. For your Brick team, it was Bobby Spang and Bo Cristini. We got the real Filiaggi-Ritson line out here. Filiaggi finds Real. Real turns out of the corner. Uses the length to protect the puck. Finds the point man Star. Star will wind one. Crank it. Deflected and a beauty save off the blocker. That deflection by Filiaggi. What a play. But a better save. Gathered by Star in his own end. He chips it forward looking for Ritson. He's cut off by Mallory. It'll be gathered by Wu. Wu for Team PA. Wu looking. Finds Real. He's up through center. Tries to cut to the middle. Shot low and hard. Fought off nicely. He used the defender as a screen, making that a difficult save. Real back to the puck again. He'll send it into the corner for Filiaggi. Filiaggi and Real go to work. That puck brought on, however, by Sargo. He'll find Pelosic. Pelosic up through center. Poke checked off his stick nicely by Star. Star looks for Evans. Pressure from Real. Real will get to the puck. Snyder snaps it in, and we go to intermission. All right, we'll switch sides. And we'll get the second period underway, a 2-2 tie. Here from the Lemieux Sports Complex between the 2010 PA Brick and the 2009 Pittsburgh Penguins Elite. Snyder up the outside, cut off by Spang. Spang back to McCormick. McCormick will look for Schulberger. It's off his stick to Ofteride. He stopped at the blue line, and it's Alex Sargo in. He's pressured by Spang. No call. McCormick will get there. He'll clear it around for Ofteride. Ofteride looks to get it out of the zone and will. It'll be Evans pressuring Kubistek, getting it to Goodland. Goodland off the boards for Lisnerski. He finds Alex Sargo. Alex Sargo up the left. He dangles inside a one and is cut off by Spang. Puck comes cross ice to Sargo. His shot stopped. Spang will gather the rebound. He works it to Ofteride. Ofteride's pass for Evans is behind him. And Kubistek sends it into the zone, but the 09s are offside. PA Brick and the 09s will get line changes here. Face-off gathered in by Monco. Worked back to Kohler. Kohler pressured by Christini. And now Pelosic. It'll be Lynn high up off the glass. Looking for Christini, and he'll skate into it. Watch him here. He'll send one off the pads. Looking for pass-off pads to Cesario. That's gathered in by Snyder. Snyder works it to Anthony. Sargo back to Snyder off to Pelosic. He's chased down by Christini. Christini will come away with the puck. Knocked off of his stick. Gathered in the corner. Brought out by Cesario. He's turned back the other way, though. Looping in his own end, finding Lynn. Lynn up ice for Christini. Christini will dump it in and get a change. An important... That team was working on it yesterday, keeping these shifts short, dumping and getting changes. Back to Anthony Sargo. Shot sent wide, wrapped around by Wu, gathered on and brought up by Starr. He'll find Ritson. Ritson in on sides. He's got Filiaggi behind him. He goes between his legs to the backhand. And it's sent off the side of the cage. Ritson protects, tries to turn it back to the middle. He's sent to his rear end by Kohler. Pelosic picks it up. That's picked off by Wu. He loses possession right to... Well, he gathers it back, actually. And he's able to get it to Ritson. Filiaggi with the pressure. Kohler able to work it to Pelosic. Pelosic finds Snyder. Snyder will get the dump in on net. A bouncing puck. Stopped and held by Pastor. Changes all around. 2-2 tie here from the Lemieux Sports Complex. Trying to work on a couple audio things here. I can't get it done. Trying to. Face off won by Spang back to Ofteride. He'll possess it and get it back into the corner. Bounces off the dasher. Evans will pressure. Reeled around by Snyder and sent back out the center by Radicke. Gathered by Pearsall. He finds Sargo. He sends one back to Pearsall and it's wide of the net. And crashing into the cage goes Ofteride, who's able to send the net off its moorings. And will have a defensive zone draw for the PA Brick. Face off in the defensive zone, gathered by Christini. He gets it to Lynn. Lynn back to Christini with speed up the left. A 2-on-2 develops. Mowry keeps him wide. Back for Villela. He goes D to Johnson. Johnson tips it in the corner looking for Cesario, but that's picked off by Edwards, and he'll come up through center. Carrying to the left. Centering pass all the way through. It's stopped by Pastor, but the rebound gathered in by Anthony Sargo, and it's a 3-2 lead for Penn's Elite. .11:05 to play in the second period. as Cesario takes it up the left. Pressured by, I think that's Kubistek. Cleared out by Lesnarski, gathered by Villela. Villela pressured by Sargo. Over to Johnson, back to Villela. He'll find Cristini. He goes up through center. It's a 2-on-2. He's got Ritson with him. His shot sent wide, brought on by Filiaggi. Filiaggi to Ritson. Ritson looks to send one back towards Real. That's picked off by Kubistek and sent all the way down for an icing. So an offensive zone draw to the left of Funk. The 09 Tendy in for the first half of the game. Sargo and Real. Sargo wins it. Kubistek gathers it in. He's able to find Radicke on a reversal. He's pressured by Real. Now Filiaggi and Ritson follows on. But able to clear the zone of the 09s. Chipped up off the wall by Wu. Kubistek now to Goodland. Knocked off Goodland's stick by Ritson. Pressure now by Filiaggi. They're able to break it up but not get possession here. Pelosic gets it into the PAN. It'll be Starr in after it. He uses his body to protect the puck. As a Sargo comes out from behind, tries to get a shot off. That doesn't get through. Real gets it to Ritson. Ritson cuts to the middle. He's got Filiaggi with him. Fires it to Real. Real high short side. That's stopped by Funk. Back to Wu. Wu will fire one. That's off the pads. PA is looking for a change. As Pelosic brings it up ice. Dropping for Alex Sargo. Shot on Pastor. Fought off. Sargo gathers it back in. Behind looking for Pelosic. It'll be Spang. Spang will fire it up to Evans. He's got some space. He carries in on Monco. He'll fire one high off the glove side. And it's sent high and wide. Or it's sent off the glove and into the netting. A heavy shot from Evans, wearing a classic number 4 jersey today. He'll be 43 when we get to the big show. Spang to take the draw. Won it to Evans. Evans back to Ofteride. His dump in. He finds Schulberger now. Spang. Spang loses control. It'll be Monco, but Monco pressured by Evans. Kicked free by Pearsall and cleared up through center by Anthony Sargo. No icing. It's waved off as Ofteride gets there. He banks it off the boards for McCormick. McCormick wraps it around. Nobody home but 09s. A little body by McCormick there, and we'll have a power play coming for Brick as Evans cuts to the middle. He loses possession, and that'll bring a whistle. .8:15 to play, 3-2. Penn's Elite lead, but your PA Brick team heads to the power play here. It'll be Johnson and Villela on the back end with Lynn, Cristini, and Cesario up front. Lynn's shot from outside wide, gathered by Villela. He plays it behind for Cristini. He'll dangle behind the cage. He's dangerous from back there. We've seen it with the Method group. Tops it up for Villela. Villela back to Cristini, sent in front for Cesario. It's stopped and held by Funk. Good puck possession here on the power play for Team Pennsylvania. Cristini wins it back to Villela. Villela tries to put it in a corner. It's cut off by Edwards. And he finds Snyder blazing through center. He gets around Johnson short-handed. Stopped by Pastor. Rebound sent across. And cleared by the Brick. Edwards sends it in. He'll battle. It'll be Tino Villela and Snyder battling in the defensive zone. Minute 10 left on the power play for Team Pennsylvania, but they're in their own end as Snyder possesses the puck. He plays it cross ice for Mowry. It skips out of the zone, but more time, tick, 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 comes off the power play. A great start to the power play for Team PA. Last 15 seconds or so, but it's stuck in their own end. Christini winds it up. He's in on sides. He'll dangle into a corner. He finds Filiaggi. His shot blocked by Snyder. And out come the Penzo Nines. Tries to dump it around Wu. It's gathered by Starr. Starr winds it up. Carries it forward. Looks for Real. His pass way off. And that'll be an icing. We'll get the goalie change here. Pastore will come out for Team PA. And Brian Schwartz heads in. The goalie change for the 09s. It'll be Davis coming in for Funk. Three to 2. Penzo 09s lead. Alex Sargo to take the draw against Jack Reel. Face-off knocked forward but kept in by the 09s. Starr gathers it in. Finds Ritson. It comes off his stick out the center and sent right back in by Kubastek. Wu will get possession. Stopping and starting behind his own cage, and he'll carry it up the right wing side. Looking, firing it to Real. Real able to catch it. A hard pass on his backhand. Great job there. He centers one for Filiaggi. It skips through. Comes to Wu. His shot off the body of Filiaggi. He tips the rebound. Stopped by Davis. Cleared by the Pens. It is even strength as Alex Sargo heads to the corner. Pressured by Real. Picked up by Wu. He's able to tip it forward. Looking for Ritson. He's unable to get control, but it'll be Starr's turn. He sends it cross ice for Ritson. He's in on sides. The stick of Kubastek knocks it off, but Ritson follows on. 4 Pens Elite players there in support as they're able to clear the zone. No further than Starr. He tries to gain the zone. He can't. Pops it forward. It's Snyder in by himself now. And that's not usually a good sign, and it is not in this case either. Snyder able to dangle backhand to forehand and tuck it in the corner. Past the goaltender Schwartz for a 4-2 lead. Spang on the draw. Kicked back into the PA end. Set up by Schwartz. Overskated by McCormick, but only briefly. He's able to tip it to Evans. It banks off the boards right to Snyder. And the brick defense able to get in the way. Evans picks up the puck, finds Spang off of his skate, but into the zone they go. He'll stop, start, gets some back pressure, looks up, dangles 3 or 4 players, able to clear it to the corner. He'll chop it in behind for Evans. Evans bodied there by Monko. Off the boards, gathered by Lisnerski. He sends it cross ice. It'll be Edwards leading the rush for the 09s. He'll clear it all the way around. It'll be Ofteride picking it up. Ofteride to McCormick. McCormick leading the rush. The defenseman up deep here. And this is what can happen when that happens. You have Ofteride carrying the puck. You had McCormick up at the blue line. And the Pens almost snuck 2 players behind him. It'll be an icing, but dangerous play there. Christini out to take the draw. Face-off one back towards Johnson. It skips out of the zone. He'll D to D to Villela. Villela will look back for Christini. It's off the stick of Alex Sargo right to Kohler. He finds Sargo. Back to Anthony. Anthony's heavy shot off the blocker as Schwartz tried to be cleared by Johnson. Sent right back in front to Radicke. Schwartzy there with a big stop. Monko now. He looks for Kohler. All 09s Fired back around, it'll be Monco. He's pressured, and it's kicked off the skate of Cesario. Great pressure by Lynn. Brick able to clear the zone. It's ultimately sent deep by Lynn, gathered by Cristini. Monco there to defend him. Wrapped around for Filiaggi. He chips it off the boards for Cesario. He'll dump it in deep to Filiaggi. Filiaggi and Cristini will do some work. Now Cristini will go for the line change. Filiaggi and Ritson will battle in the corner with Monco and Radicki. Rio comes in to help out, but ultimately it'll be Kohler. Kohler to Alex Sargo, and he'll look for his brother Anthony. It's past him to the stick of Wu. Wu in his own end, carrying behind his net. Over to Ritson. Ritson, nice touch pass to Rio. Knocked off of his stick by Kohler, and back come the 09s. It's first Alex, now Anthony. Sargo shot in and stopped and held on the tap play. Those two have had chemistry since they were in the Wu. Face off to the left to Schwartz. Period 2, a 4-2 lead for the Pens Elite. 09s over 2010 PA Brick. Schwartz on the face-off, over for Starr, wrapped around to Schulberger. He'll clear it up and he'll find Evans. Evans is in. He's on sides, he's got Spang. Looks backside for Spang, shot comes off, and it's in! He's crashed into by his own player, the whistle blows, and they will say no goal. Evans looked to center for Spang, he got some speed down the left. It came off the defenseman, right in on goal. The defenseman carried the goalie in, but the referee will say no goal. Spang will take the draw, won by the Pens. Kubastek sends it up, Starr keeps it in. Schulberger covers the point, now Spang will battle. Won by Kubastek, kept in again by Starr, but only briefly. Now Schulberger and Lynn. Schulberger and Spang. Evans on the back check. Tries to cut Snyder off, and that play is able to send him off sides. That's Snyder. Got to tell by the gloves there. You got Pearsall wearing a Snyder jersey. Cristini on the draw. Face off one back to Kubastek, and he'll dump it all the way in. McCormick will go back to get it. Drops it for his partner Ofteride. He rims it around to Lynn. Lynn taps it off the boards for Cristini, and he'll wind up behind his cage. He's pressured back there by Pearsall. He's able to work it out to Cesario. He's in on sides up the right. Joined on the play by Lynn. All 5 Pens Elite players getting back with a 2-goal lead. Cristini gets the puck. He finds Ofteride. Steps to the middle. Fluttering shot. Tipped by Cesario and stopped by Davis. Stopped and held by the Pens. Netminder face-off coming to the right. 1:36 to play. One back to Johnson at the point. Johnson pressured. It comes off of his stick. Lynn unable to get control. Can Cristini? He will, and dump it in behind. Cesario goes to work there. Looks for the Pens Elite, look for a breakout, and they'll get it off the stick of Anthony. Looking for Lisnerski. Pressured by Cristini, but it comes to Anthony Sargo. Finds backdoor Edwards. His shot stopped and held. Not held. Rebound popped free by Schwartz. Second shot off the blocker. It'll be Anthony Sargo finding Lisnerski. His shot this time stopped and held. 58 to play in the second. Face-off won by Brick. It'll be Real getting it out the center off the head of Filiaggi. Ritson pressures the puck, but he's unable to get in control, and back come the 09s. Saved by Schwartz, gathered in by Starr. He makes a move and carries up through center. He's got a 4-on-2 now, but that'll be offsides. A pass at the blue line sends the line off sides. Faceoff will come outside of the 09 zone. 31 seconds left in the second. Gathered in by Alex Sargo. He's battled by Wu. No call. Good, I think, no call. Two kids working hard. Wu in behind his net. Kicked back behind by Snyder for Sargo. We've heard that a lot. The 2010s are able to kick it up off the glass and clear it. Monco chases it down. He'll get there before there's icing as Real was pressuring. Ritson gathers it in. He turns. Sends it in over the blue line. We'll get a horn. The horn indicates the end of period number 2. So we'll head to the third in just a moment. All right, we're back here as the 09s will bring it into the brick end. So I'm trying something with some audio. It's not working. I'll have to work on it when I get home. Centering pass by the 09s. Kept out. Pressure now on Mowry by Evans. He'll put it back in a corner. The 09's able to keep it in. Spang tries to clear. He's unable to. It comes free and skips past the stick of Snyder. Clearing attempt by Ofteride. Cut off. And sent back in behind the 2010 net. Your brick team pops it around. It'll go all the way down. No icing. It'll be Mowry back to get it. Pressured by Evans. He's able to work it over to Monco, but that play cut off by Cesario. And it comes free to Cristini, and he puts one in. Narrowing the gap a little bit, making it a 1-goal game. Offensive pressure in the zone by Evans. And then it popped free to Cesario. And ultimately finding the stick of Cristini, was able to tuck it in for his second goal of the game. As Lynn pressures Kubastek. Can the brick team build off of this momentum? Comes free off the stick of Cesario, and it's carried on by Pelosic. He's hooked from behind by Cesario, and the brick team will have their first dose of the penalty kill. As Pelosic goes into the net, we get 88 Cesario on a hookaroo. So the penalty kill will be Johnson, Villela, Cristini, and Lynn. The power play for the 09s will be Anthony Sargo with Snyder, Pelosic, Goodland, and Kubastek. Johnson gets it behind. It pops free. Sent wide to the cage by Snyder. Centering pass from behind by Sargo comes the whole way to Kubastek. Between a lot of legs there. Wrapped around by Johnson. Now Lynn stopped again by Kubastek. His shot in on Schwartz. Stop and held. 12:53, period number 3. PA Brick on a penalty kill. We'll switch penalty killers. It'll be Filiaggi and Ritson with Starr and Wu. Face-off won by the 09s. Lisnerski finds Edwards. Edwards back to Lisnerski. He's got a heavy shot. He's looking for Alex Sargo. And Schwartz equal to the task. Ritson will gain the blue line and dump it all the way down. It's an icing. Ritson to take the face-off. Poked behind by Edwards. He comes out in front, tries to center one. Stopped by Schwartz. Second centering pass. It's sitting out front. Dangerous here. Edwards gets to it, fires it into the chest of Schwartz. 1:05 left on the penalty. We'll change penalty killers another time. Schulberger and Reel out. McCormick and Ofterhide, the D. Schulberger won by Brick, but it's sent all the way down by Schulberger, and it's another icing. Pops free to Lisnerski. He played it back to the point man, Mowry. He wraps it behind, looking for Sargo. Lisnerski now, Mowry. As the 09 set up the power play, 41 seconds left on it. They find Edwards, side of the net, drives the net, blocked by Reel. He's able to clear the zone. Good puck pressure from Jack Reel, brought on by, this will be Anthony Sargo, cuts to the middle, looks backside for Edwards. Off a skate into the stick of Reel, but it'll be gathered on by Edwards again. He shoots one off the backside of a player. Spang puts pressure on. It's cleared around, not out. McCormick unable to clear the zone. That was Ofterhide. Unable to clear, and it finds Snyder side in the high slot, and he makes no doubt about it, making it a 5-3 game. Face-off, tied up in the middle, kicked towards the 09 end. And it'll be Anthony Sargo into the offensive zone. He's got one already. He sends one off of a stick and wide. Back behind for Schulberger. Schulberger looks up. He tries to center it. He tries to clear the zone to Evans. Knocked out of the air by an 09. In behind. It'll be Evans battling there, and he'll win that battle with Goodland. Goodland will pin him against the wall and wait for some help. He gets help in Radicke and Snyder. Evans looks for help from Johnson and Schulberger. It ultimately comes free to Villela. He goes off the boards looking back for Evans. He'll pick it up and retreat a bit before finding Spang on the backside, who tries to back into the zone. It's knocked off of his stick and sent back towards the brick zone. Villela looked for Johnson. It's past his stick, sent in on net by Snyder. Deflected by Sargo, past the stick of Evans. Evans able to clear the zone, however, before Snyder's able to pick it back off at center and wind it back into the PA end. Wu gets there to break the play up. Wu drives the offensive zone, looks to cut to the middle. He's stopped, and back come the 09s. It's Monco. No further than Starr. Starr fires it for Cristini. It's off his stick. And brought back on by Anthony Sargo. As Pelosic is offsides on the left. 9:56 to play, 5-3, 09s. It'll be Christini on the draw. Kicked back for Kubastek. Kubastek pressured by Lynn. It pops free, but Christini unable to get control. Back come the 09s. Sargo kicks it into the offensive zone. It'll be Starr gathering it in there. Wraps it around for Cesario. He's supported by Starr. He's able to get it out to Lynn. Lynn into the zone. He's got Christini with him, as well as Starr on the opposite side. He finds Christini. He tries to send it backside. Pops over the stick of Cesario right to Starr. His shot blocked. Christini will get there. Centers one for Lynn. He can't get it through. First shot, second shot, and it's cleared by Pearsall. Pearsall up the left. Pressured by Starr. Gathered in by Wu. And he looks for the stretch play, but Real is offsides. All the way back to the PA end, it'll come. Real to take the face off. Wins it to Ofterhide. Ofterhide looks for Filiaggi. Goes right through the wheelhouse. No icing as Filiaggi chases it down in the corner. It's Real. Real in support. Filiaggi's down, but he gets back up, gets possession for a second, but Edwards able to gather it in, and they try to exit. Ofterhide gets there. Now Ritson follows on. It's poked off his stick back to McCormick. McCormick winds up. He's around two players, and he's into the offensive zone. He's got Real and Filiaggi. He'll fire one from outside top of the circles. That's gloved by Davis, then held on to. Benz will have an offensive zone draw. Brick will have an offensive zone draw. It'll be Spang and Evans with Schulberger. Villela and Johnson, the defense pair. Pressured coming, but Anthony Sargo is able to get it out through center and find Lisnerski. He'll wind and fire off of a stick in high and wide. Villela gets there with Sargo. Battle happens. Spang supports. He clears it up looking for Evans. Evans tries to clear the zone. It'll pop free to Spang. Now he's got Evans with him. He's pressured by Mowry. A whistle blows I guess they're calling offsides. Maybe Evans on the left. Let's see if I can get a peek of that. I don't know where the offsides was. It looked like a clean play to me. Brought up the left, it's Alex Sargo. Looks to dangle. Down goes Johnson. Sargo possesses. Plays it to his partner, Radicke. He looks for Snyder. Snyder plays one behind his back to Goodland. He dumps it in looking for Villela. Villela looks for Evans. It's off Evans' skate. He'll give pressure. Cesario gets there as well, but back comes Snyder into the zone. Firing one, looking for Alex Sargo. That's sent wide of the cage. His centering pass cut off by Spang. He lifts it up to Goodland. Goodland shot off the pads. Rebound there for Snyder, and he makes it 6-3. Clearing attempt kept in by Goodland. His shot off the pads. Nobody's able to get a body on Snyder, who has his third of the game. Kicked into the offensive zone by the Brick team, but brought out by Kubastek. Wu will cut it off, but Pearsall will dump it in. It'll be Starr getting there. He's pressured by Anthony Sargo. Wu able to clear it around, but it gets by Lynn right to the point, and they'll do the same. Kubastek's hard shot This time Schwartz kicks it past the rebound, and Cesario will bring it on. Cesario into the corner. Turning with it, centering pass for Lynn, kept out. That doesn't get through. Cristini has the puck now. He finds Star. Star a wind and fire, deflected just wide by Cesario. Lynn looks for Wu. It skips between both defenders and all the way down. 6:09 to play, period 3. As you can see, it's a 6-3 lead for the 09 Pens Elite. Pearsall with the pressure. Now Sargo. It'll ultimately be gathered by Star. He tries to go cross ice to Ritson. He can't get, it doesn't get through, so it'll be Wu's turn. He dangles in, fires one. It's blocked by a skate. Brick looking to finish some line changes as Cristini possesses the puck. He's knocked down on the play. It's cleared by Pearsall, gathered by Ofteride. He'll look up and find Filiaggi as the 09s are changing as well. Filiaggi drives the zone, uses the defender as a screen, but sends the shot wide. Real gets there. It pops off his stick right to Pelosic. He's pressured by Ofteride. Ofteride falls, but able to keep the play at center. It'll come to McCormick. McCormick looks, cuts to the middle. Tries to hit Filiaggi. There's a stick in the way, and that turnover ends up on the stick of Alex Sargo, who sends one wide. Keeps possession, drives back to the middle, and this one stopped and held by Schwartz. It'll be Spang on the draw for Brick. Puck in the feet, gathered by Edwards, now to Evans to Spang. Spang tries to challenge two 09s. It's knocked off of a skate, and back come the Pens. Schulberger will be there to cut it off. Now Villela, he finds Spang. Spang has Evans. Slides it to him. It's cut off nicely by Goodland, but not cleared. Noble Johnson gets possession. Noble from around behind sneaks in front. Puck free. Evans off Evans' skate. And back come the Sargos. It's Alex dangling. Schulberger getting possession. He goes off the boards, but Edwards able to keep it in. He finds Alex again. Tries to go one way, cuts back. Noble Johnson there. He looks for Spang, past him, right to Kohler. He'll dump it back in the Brick zone. It's all 09s here. Brick getting a few chances here and there. That pass by Johnson finds Evans. He's able to get it into the 09 zone and look for to complete the change. Pressured by Cristini. He's able to force the turnover. But Anthony Sargo ends up with it and clears it out to center. Wu with it. He's got Snyder on him. Moves one way, then the other. Finds Cesario. Nate Cesario. Into the zone. Maintains possession. He's got Lynn, but there's two defenders. Sticks in the way. Popped out to the outside. 3 minutes left in the period as Cristini gets control. Taken from him and sent back in by Anthony Sargo. He finds Snyder. Snyder looks to Pelosic. He's pressured by Starr, and through it comes Ritson. He finds Real. Real's got speed. Cuts to the middle. Fires one low. Stopped. Ritson follows on. Rebound cleared by the 09s. It'll be McCormick gathering it in. McCormick looks and finds Ritson. Ritson knocked off his stick. Filiaggi gets there. Drives into the offensive zone. Now Ritson. Ritson carries. Filiaggi follows on. And it'll ultimately be Snyder able to loft it out to Pelosic. He's got Anthony with him as the back-checking Real frees the puck up to Filiaggi. He winds things up, drives the offensive zone, fires one high off the glove. Off the ride, in after it. Schulberger gets in deep. Now it's Spang. Spang unable to take the puck from Anthony Sargo, who finds Pelosic, who finds the offensive zone, cut off by McCormick. He's got Schulberger, but he couldn't find him. That puck hip high and up the middle of the ice for an icing. .127 to play. Puck sent in on Villela. Villela gathered and finds Schulberger cross ice. Evans driving the net, lofted in on Evans. He overskates the rebound, pressure by Spang, sent back towards the net, and cleared by the 09s. As they come up ice, but offsides is the play. Face off, gathered in, dumped around, looking for Johnson. Johnson off Evans, clear to the zone, but he right to Kohler. Now Johnson will try it again. He finds Spang. Spang tips it off the boards for Evans. He's in. Firing one high glove side. A beautiful feed there from Spang. Sent Evans free. He had a good shot. Davis equal to the task. 43.5 to play. Christini to take the draw, won it to Lynn. Lynn back to Wu. Wu's shot off a shin and wide. Cesario gathers it in. He's bodied and it's taken over by the 09s. Wrapped around, looking for Sargo. Ultimately cleared out the center but to Snyder. Now Lisnerski. Lisnerski for Alex Sargo. Star there. Possesses, pops it around. He's unable to clear the zone. As they put it back in, it'll be Wu this time. Wu bodied. Cesario gets there. And that horn will indicate the end of the game. A good game all around. As the Pens Elite the Brick team falls to the 09 Pens Elite 6-3. It was a pleasure bringing you the game here today. Hopefully you enjoyed the broadcast. A Cinnamon Swirl production, no rights reserved. Cameraman Bobby Starr, producer and the voice Jeremy Evans. Thanks for joining us from the UPMC Lemieux Center.